Hello, Democratic Healthcare Caucus. I'm Zachary Moses, and I'm running to be Utah's next governor, and I'm seeking your endorsement and your vote at convention. Here's why you should vote for me. I do not support undoing the Affordable Care Act. I absolutely do not support this. Now, I didn't agree with everything in that law, but what I can say is for people like my epileptic brother, they could finally get health care. And until we have a solution to the healthcare crisis, we cannot get rid of the little bit that we have. In fact, we need to expand it and make sure that we get to that, possibly throw out the legislators that are holding that up. There are a lot of people here in Utah that would not have died had we expanded Medicaid and Medicare when we were supposed to do this. When we had Medicaid expansion on the table, we could have done that, but we didn't. Our lawmakers literally ripped up a check. That's not going to happen under my watch. So, how are we going to solve some of this gap for these workers that aren't getting their health care? We're going to do this by bringing back primary care for all. Now, I know with Bernie Sanders not in the national race, the idea of Medicare for all is gone. But here's the thing. There's no reason we can't just do this on the state level. I mean, most of the time, the federal government just follows what we do anyway. And this is how we control corruption, to be honest. So here's the thing. We're going to bring back primary care for all. It wasn't for all before, but this is for all. So anyone who's uninsured, businesses, all of them. This is going to be a growing tax base that funds this, and it's going to be based on automation. Think robot workers, industrial workers, artificial intelligence, and not all of these. We're just talking about new taxes to make up for the payroll taxes we lost when these companies automated these positions. So it's great that they saved money, but they're not paying their due on those payroll taxes. And when they got rid of those employees, that's a lot more people who need taken care of. So we're going to correct this. This is one of those ways. And with things like robot taxis coming from Tesla, the robot workforce will actually be growing. So this will be a swelling base. So, controlling healthcare costs. This is all part of my contract with capitalism. Think New Deal, but with a young entrepreneurial spirit, because that's what I am. I am a capitalist with an entrepreneurial spirit and a little bit of a socialist bent. I like to take care of my employees, and I don't see any reason that other capitalist organizations can't take care of their employees. Here are some other things. In this COVID-19 crisis, a lot of people are risking losing their houses. Now, we have a landlord monopoly that's happened. Big property management companies that are actually taking rent monies out of Utah to the coasts and often to other countries with no benefit to our local economy. And we have plans in this contract for dealing with this and penalizing these out-of-state, non-resident landlords who are actually vacuuming money out of our economy. Now, here's one. See, I work in travel. This one is near and dear to me. Jets brought COVID-19 to us. Jets, airplanes. Now, I don't want them vilified because I think the world being open to people is the greatest thing we can possibly have. But we need to consider this. When I've visited Africa, we have heat sensors to make sure that Ebola doesn't get through. We need to make sure that these kinds of pandemic protections are happening. Here's how we're going to pay for that. Did you know that at Salt Lake International Airport, there's virtually no taxes on jet fuel whatsoever? We're going to bring that back. I know this isn't the best time for jetliners to know that they're going to have to pay taxes, but the fact is, we need to make up for this mess that has been created in COVID-19. So, we're going to be putting a permanent pandemic response into place with a permanent fund that will be funded by things like jet fuel and other travel-related luxuries. Finally, for health, we need to clean up the air. We need to get rid of the inversion problem. We have a holistic plan for this that will create green energy, clean up our air, and restore the Great Salt Lake and the other western lakes, and help with our snowfall. This plan is so cool, all-encompassing, and original, it's actually been selected for a TEDx talk, and I'll be giving this talk in Ogden at the Piri Egyptian Theater on August 22nd. So if you want to learn more about that, you can go to our website, zachmoses.com, or you can actually come see me in person on August 22nd. So come and visit me, Zach at zachmoses.com if you want to email me, and it's Citizens for Zachary Moses on Facebook. And I hope that I can count your support. Again, I'm Zachary Moses, and I approve this message.